Get lifted.
Yo, it's Mike Sick here at the HQ Live Hip Hop Daily, man. My brother Four Eyes just smashed the High Off Life freestyle. He did the High Off Life freestyle challenge. We was gonna have you anyway, bro, because you know what I mean. You's one of the day one homies that's been nice, been spitting, man. So the fact that you entered the challenge and just set that bar, we was like, okay, we picked you, and now people know that we picked you. Now they're like, okay, I see what I gotta kind of do. So thank you for that, man. Appreciate you, bro.
The pleasure was all, man. I'm a firm supporter of. I mean, you got so many things going on, whether it's a bar exam or a controller rise or you sending spaceships to outer space with SpaceX. I mean, you always just engaged in some type of new age, but always hip hop related. So anytime I could, throw my hat into the ring and just show my support and love for the culture, it's my pleasure.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Yo, take us, to the beginning for some of the people that don't know. Just, where you from, how you got here.
Oh man, Four Eyes, advocate of prescription eyewear. Been in Atlanta since April 16th, 1999.
Wow.
Came down pursuing the dream like a lot of other folks, but not making it a dream, but more of a goal to actually bring to fruition. It's the music career, entertaining people, enlightening folks, expressing myself at the end of the day. And my 19-year time here in Atlanta has been full of ups and downs, trials and tribulations, but nonetheless, it's a wonderful experience I wouldn't trade for anything in this world.
For sure, man. So what was the game plan? Like, 99, you pull up like, yo, we finna move to Atlanta, and this is what we're gonna do.
Okay, at the time, Chicago didn't have any hip-hop radio stations at all. They had just canceled all of them, so it was only R&B stations and oldie stations, if you could imagine that.
I did not know that. I did not
right.
know that. In 99 too?
In 99.
Wow.
So I was completely just semi-frustrated with, the hip-hop scene as far as the outlook of budding talent or opportunity, if you will. Mm-hmm. And I just so happened to have a friend in radio down here in Atlanta at the time with Radio 1. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, bet. The least I could do is move to a city where I got connections in radio, so if I make a good song, my homeboy could play it on the radio. That was my philosophy, and I packed up all my shit and moved down to Atlanta, Georgia off that premise.
No doubt. And what side of town did you move to?
First, I went to right off Riverdale Road by North Clayton High School.
Okay.
Park Place South over there.
All right.
College Park first. Right. But that was just my hangout until I went to Cobb County off South Cobb Drive. LaLa was my first roommate when I moved down to Atlanta.
LaLa.
Carmelo Anthony's wife.
Stop it, for real?
No, for real. LaLa was my first. Yeah, LaLa Anthony was my first roommate.
So is she from Atlanta, or is she was out here too doing the same thing?
She was in radio at the time, I believe, in D.C. I might be wrong. And then her parents were here, so she went to school in D.C., but then I think she came back. Well, I know she came back. I just might be wrong on the schools. I think she went to Howard. But the point was she came back because radio here was popping, and she was working for the same radio station that I had the connection with my homeboy at. Mm-hmm. So I was just building more and more connections at the radio station, which gave me the idea like, yo, all I got to do is just get a song, and I got a bunch of avenues I could run this track down. But it just never worked out like that.
And how come? Was it politics? Was it a money thing? Or was it like, did you learn like, okay, it's more to it than just knowing somebody? There's a deeper side to the business.
I definitely learned it's more to it than knowing somebody. But at the time, the friend that I came down here for off the strength of him working at the radio, he was also an artist who goes by the name of Ludacris. Right. So once he got signed to Def Jam and I was featured on his first album, it was like he was out of here with a record label on a major label. So I was done with trying to get a song played at the radio. At this point now, I'm making albums because I just know I got a deal. I know I'm finna get signed, or I'm the next up to bat. If we got to end with a major label, then let me focus my attention over here and develop more of myself. It's the same concept now, but it went from a song to a whole album.